What is going on, guys? Path to Glory is here. The Euros is about to start. The Copa America, brand new icons and brand new heroes. Now, I can imagine we will get a mini release at some point, more than likely. I believe it should be Sundays, but we have seen it on Saturday as well. And I believe, by the looks of all of these cards, mainly the hero and icons, I feel like there should be more, so maybe we do get a week 2, because technically the Friday would be the first day of the Euros commencing. So that would mean there's still enough time. I don't think if we get a few games in or a game or two in that they'll release any new Path to Glories that are literally bog standard from the zero, because you could always get them then with, well, Germany could score 4 in their first match against Scotland, so that would automatically put them in icon standards at a higher upgrade. So I don't know if they're going to do that. Whether we get a week 2, there is a lot of cards to go through and some absolutely big ones going on. Now, we're going to start off with the hero and icons because it's been a while. It has been a long time. And to be honest with the icons, I cannot believe they've given Schmeichel a 96. If he manages to get 2 goals for Denmark, or not him specifically, that would be incredible, but he would get into a 97. And I believe from what I've heard from EA, if they were to get the 4th goal, I'd imagine they will give him a 99 stat, but there is a possibility of a playstyle plus. But from previous goalies, now we don't have a playstyle plus on a goalie ever. I think they'll probably just go with an upgrade. More than likely they'll go with the 99, but if they do go with another upgrade, could make him a 98 if that's what they're going to do for goalies. I feel like they'll just give him a 99 stat. More than likely, same with Oblak, they'll just give him 99 speed. It'll be that, or they'll give him like 99 kicking or something, so it won't be anything fantastic. He is 420 to be fair to him, good price, 96 rated, and I've played a few games with him so far. I thought he was fantastic. He's one of the better ones in my eyes. I must admit, it might be a bit biased as I love the new icon design. And honestly, I cannot wait to get a French card with it. If they don't give us a French icon in this promo, like, come on. They are missing out massively, because that design for the French flag and the French vibe of it would be outstanding, genuinely. We do have another upgrade as well, and it's probably the only problem with the next promo straight after Team of the Season, if it's not Shapeshifter, is Saka had a Team of the Season. Who else we got? Lukaku didn't. Carl Walker didn't. Okay, I'm going to go through all of these, and they didn't now, are they? Who did? Eder Militao. Did Militao? No, he had a birthday, didn't he? If you're looking for coins to improve your team, head over to lootbar.gg for the most reliable and also the best coins around. Also, they have incredible 24-hour manual customer service that you physically cannot find anywhere else. But before finishing on lootbar.gg, make sure you are using JT11 to get 8% off coupon. Once you've gone through the payment, you'll be able to get your coins within the next 24 hours, absolutely guaranteed. Also, with the code, you'll be able to get 5% more coins on every transaction. Make sure you do click the link either in the description or down in the comment section below. Yes, he had a foot birthday. But who else am I thinking? Saliba was one. Ruben Diaz didn't. Then we're thinking, to be fair, actually, that's not a bad shout, to be fair to it. I must admit, I thought there'd be more with a Team of the Season as well. Oblak didn't. Alphonso Davies did. Then you've obviously got... Oh, I suppose Alvarez did. Was Alvarez the same rating as well? Oh, no, Alvarez was a 92, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so 92 on Alvarez. So that obviously is a big one. So it's Alvarez. It's obviously... Who did I just say? Not Eder Militao. Alphonso Davies. You've obviously got then Saliba. You've got yourself a lovely... Did Diaz have one? I think Diaz did have one, didn't he? Yeah, he had a Team of the 94 moments. So some of them are going to be very similar, and that's going to be the annoying part, that it is the top of the top. Like, Saka was a very, very top-end card, and now he's already got a better one. Saliba's a big one, mainly for the playstyle pluses, and the fact he could be comfortably a 98, which is the scary part of it, but we can kind of keep it moving with him. To be honest, I'm trying to find him. I don't know where he's gone. He's here somewhere. Is he here somewhere, or has he been missed? No, I've got him on the list somewhere. He's staring at me right in front of me there. 96 Saliba. Now, we've utilised him, and we've also gone with Vidic, and also a cheeky Ruben Diaz. They are incredible. Now, obviously with Vidic, personally for me anyway, loved the Galazzo. Thought the Galazzo card was outstanding. Another great upgrade. A potential to get another upgrade as well. I feel like most most of these players, especially the icons and heroes, because they have two different kind of upgrade categories, most of the icon and heroes should realistically get one upgrade. Now, to be fair, it might not be possible for some of them. They've only got to score 2 goals, but I'm sure we've seen more teams than you can kind of imagine not actually achieve that. And it just is what it is, and it all depends on the day. Obviously, the group's going to be a big factor. I don't know too much about the Copa America and how easy or not easy it is to score and what's the likely chance. Whereas the Euros, it seems to be there's quite a few goals flying around. But again, it can happen. If you have a bad first 3 games and that's it, you're out. It could be quite easy, to be honest, especially if you have got, say, for instance, a group like Germany in their list. If you're going against Germany, the likely chance is you're not going to score. That's already 1 game out of the water, so you've got to make sure that you're at least winning by 2. Teams are very cagey because they don't want to go full out. They don't want to be scoring 6-7 goals or trying to annihilate, because they are trying to keep their defense as tight as possible and as little as injuries as possible. So that's always the case, but with these, they are outstanding, and we can even throw Militao in here as well. He is one that I'm eyeing up today to give a go, because he, again, looks outstanding. He's 4.4 million. Anticipate, jockey, aerial, another stunning centre-back. And when it comes to the path to glories for the Euros and the Copa America, they get 1 upgrade for a win. They get a playstyle for a win 2. They get another upgrade for a win 3, I want to say. I wonder if it's going to be on here. I don't know whether it's going to be on here. How do... We got the information. Evolution. That's just the evolution. We should have it somewhere. It's obviously on the actual card, but I'm wondering if they have it on here. Do we have anything else? Reviews, switch, evolution, stats. So I want to say it is for the upgrade. I reckon I can find it somewhere. Here's the path. So yeah, win 1, you get an overall. Win 3 is the playstyle plus. Win in the quarterfinals is an upgrade. Win in the semi-finals is a 5-5 or +1. Then obviously win in the final, you get a +1 as well. So that's going to be an interesting one to see. So it means like, with Militao, it's the exact same in the Copa America format. If he gets 1 win, he'll be a 97, then a 4 playstyle plus, then a 98, then potentially a 5-5 for him, and then for the final, if they were to win, he gets himself into that 99. So there's always a possibility. And it goes to the same when we look at kind of like the bottom end, really. There's nothing too crazy going on, but the chance of a 92 if they win 1, 4 playstyle plus, 93, 94, a 5-5, then a 94. So they have got a good expectation, but it all then goes down to, do you see Hungary actually going through to the final? Really, the win 1 could be the chance of at least getting a 1 upgrade. Maybe they go 3, but that's going to be a big risk, a big expectation and upset for some of the teams, because likely chances are we have Germany going through, Spain, France, England, but we know full well that normally doesn't happen. Croatia getting to the semi-final, Denmark doing well, Czech Republic have done well, Serbia could definitely do something. It's such a tournament where you do see a lot of the normal, that you will see a Germany qualifying, I can imagine. France definitely will. Hopefully England do. That's already taken up spots that some of these cards can't have, and that's just the overall of it. When it comes to the actual card itself, Capdevia, absolutely loved. Thought he was a great upgrade. And obviously with this, we've got to have top end and bottom end. But to be fair, we've definitely seen a lot more top end this time round. There is a few cards and I'm like, okay, this is the kind of upgrade we needed for him. And the one that really comes to mind when it comes to that is going to be Di Natale. We have not, and to be fair, it was the same with Capdevia. We haven't had a single upgrade for him yet. Finally, we get something, and when it comes to the heroes, we definitely need more. I believe we've got Hernandez coming. Is it Luis Hernandez is coming at some point soon? But when it comes to what we've got, Di Natale at 1.8, we've got 200 for Forlan and Beasley at 70. Beasley definitely was one not to squander, because he was rapid down that wing. And the big thing with the hero and icons, they have a 2 chance of an upgrade, 2 goals, 4 goals. It's 1 upgrade and then either a playstyle or a 99 stat. I don't know with the 99 stat if that is going to be a random. So say if all 4 of them get the upgrade here, 2 of them get 99 stats, 2 of them get 4 playstyle pluses. So I don't know how that works, because none of them have the 4 playstyle pluses yet. So it will be interesting to see how that goes. When it comes to what rankings all of them go, I think for me, when I'm looking at them, Di Natale is always going to be in that top of Capdevia. I'd actually go Beasley. I would have assumed an A or an A+, easily S. And Forlan, I think you could argue with the S+, but with the strikers that are going to be in that list today, I don't think he could be in that category. I think he's definitely up there, though. When we look at the rest of the icons, obviously we've got a good list throughout. Rivaldo being the top one there at 6.1. Dalglish at 4 mil as well. Himself getting a lovely 5.5 with press proven, power shot, finesse. Some very, very good playstyle pluses here. You've got Suker, Hadji, Balak, Nedved. Nedved actually looking not terrible this time round. I will give him more of a benefit of a doubt, but this year it's just not been enough for him. I think Dalglish is obviously going to be up there. When we look at Balak, he looks like an absolute monster in the midfield again. Finally, this is a Balak we could kind of get behind. Rivaldo's easily up there. He was phenomenal. Suker, I'd go one down. I'd go Nedved one down, and I think that's been lenient with him because he's been woeful this year. Genuinely, normally he's been consistent. With all the years, he was consistent enough. He may not take over the Ronaldinho spot. He might not take Neymar. He might not take a left-wing Ronaldo. But he was always at least up there. You'd be happy to get a prime version of him. This year was awful. Genuinely, genuinely awful. When it comes to Hadji, now, I was very, very critical of him when he got his for birthday. I thought it was a good card. It's a decent card, but it's definitely not what we were looking for. Now this looks a bit of a better card. Now in terms of the upgrade, it's 4s across the board. It's a 6 on the defending. That really doesn't make too much of a difference, to be honest. But the stats, much, much better. Now, you can obviously go two ways. You can go either the pace shooting or you can go more on the agility balance, which a lot of people are just going to go for the finisher. Ignore the pace entirely. It's already 94, so you can, to be fair. You will end up with explosive, 99 shooting, 98 dribbling. Let alone that, getting an upgrade as well into a 96, meaning the stats go up, and then potentially a quadruple playstyle plus could make him unreal. But he's up there, definitely. We move into the Copa Americas. Now, obviously, both tournaments are separate. It will be interesting to kind of go across with both of them. And the one thing that I don't know is, I probably should have looked at this before, is when does the Copa America even start, to be honest? I've kind of, I know of it and I know it's very close, but I actually don't know when it starts. It starts on the 21st of June. So it looks like we'll have a couple of matches, I'd say, from the Euros there before the Copa America starts. So it will be interesting to kind of go from one cards to the next, and then we could kind of see. So it could mean we see more Euros throughout the week and then potentially more Copa Americas in the next round, because I know we did get quite a few Euro cards. Might be purely on the fact the Euro starts sooner. Could mean a second week of them, which would be interesting. Now, we do have a fair few that are kind of bog standard as well. Alvarez looks a decent card, but I mean, it's not going to take out over too much. Adams looks like a very good upgrade for a CDM. Intercept, slide tackle, pinged pass, very nice indeed. Bentancur has always had a lovely card in the higher ends, which is nice. Antonio just a little bit off the pace, but in terms of a cheap beast, could be the option. And DePaul is obviously there as well, which very, very nice. Almiron's always a funny one because I don't think his build is good enough. Average and lean. He's just such a weird winger that kind of is okay, but he just never really kind of gets going, in my opinion. And then Borja looks just pacey as anything. He's got average and striker on him. So if I was looking between the list, I'd probably go Alvarez there. Antonio's going to go up. Bentancur would go into the S. I'd probably go with DePaul. I like the card. I don't know if I'd quite go an S+ for him. He has got the controlled run. No, we'll go one up for him. I think he's kind of up there for a reason when it comes to this. We then look at Alfonso. He was easy. Love the left back there. I think in terms of rating, it's not too much difference as well. We've obviously got the 94 moments and then the 95. Lovely path to glory, but then he does have the chance to go up. I don't know how well Canada actually do in the tournament, so I don't know what are the chances of him getting an upgrade or none. He's got to win one for a +1, so that would be nice in the minimum of it, to be fair. You also then have an SBC of Diaz. What a card. Diaz was one of them ones that we saw how good he could have been from his lovely Europa version. Now, eventually that ran out of steam because no playstyle pluses, everybody started to go up a little bit more, and he was kind of just left behind. He got a really good upgrade, and then it took until Fantasy to try and get something else. We then got Fantasy at a 93, like 3 to 2 weeks later, or 4 weeks later with it being Prem, we got the 94 moments, and then 5 weeks later after that, we got the 95 at an SBC. Now, I personally think that's a must-do SBC for the chance them to go up. I don't know how good Colombia's team is, but he is a brilliant card nonetheless. The fact that he can go up, I would recommend doing him 100%. Now, you've got until the 14th to get him done, so it's not too long, to be honest. It's not the longest we could have got, but they have to do it really before the tournament actually starts. But I'd say definitely get him done, even just for the card now. But then if he does get the upgrade, it's even better, to be honest. And then the final ones, Almiron. Personally, I think he's okay, but I wouldn't really go too high. Borgia, I'd go the same. Adams, I'd go low S, I'd say. I think low S for his CDM, and Alvarez is definitely coming in as an S striker. There's arguments there. He's not my certain striker. Like we saw, the 92 was good. I thought the 92 was decent for an SBC, but he just didn't wow me, and I definitely got the reception that people love that card. The difference between them is double upgrade, so it's always nice. It's gone from the 4-5 to a 4-5. Finesse, first touch, and obviously a press proven. He's kind of taken away the chip shot, which is always nice because it's a good card, but I personally just didn't see the massive hype behind him personally. When we look into the Euros cards then, you have got a few that are just kind of okay, and that's to be expected. Like Konku, not happening. Oblak does look a good upgrade, to be fair to him. I personally would like Schmeichel over him, but that I think is purely based on card performance more than anything. And having Schmeichel in net has been brilliant for him. Lukic, no thank you. Now, Schick is a funny one because he's always going to be cheap. That is just how Schick absolutely rolls. But when it comes to him as a card, he normally is pretty decent. He is controlled lengthy, good pace, good shooting obviously, decent passing, could do with a bit more agility balance. I think he could have been that little cheap beast that we don't know about, but normally when it comes to a card like that, you hear about him instantly if he's going to be worth it, and I personally haven't heard anything yet. Skriniar is going to go one down. I think he's a nice card. Looking at him, decent for the PSG lads. Obviously got himself a big upgrade from his 87. But when we look at the card itself, I think very bog standard in centre-backs. Compared to like your Gravadal, your Saliba, your Diaz, there's levels to it, and I think unfortunately for him, he's just not there. We do have Christiansen as a lovely SBC as well, SBC Objective that you can get done. Again, another one that I think is well worth having a look at the minimum, purely on the fact that it's free. He could get the upgrade. Denmark are definitely not a team that lie down or take it. They will go till the absolute end, and hopefully they do go through. They do manage to get an upgrade for him, as you'll always take a free card going up. Decent stats across the board. I'd put him on the same pedigree as obviously Skriniar. He's not necessarily the kind of one you want, but I'll absolutely take an upgraded version of him. We then move into Saka, Pedri. We've obviously got some absolute ballers there. I think that's quite an easy one. Walker, I think, is up there as well. Walker's been waiting for the upgrade, to be honest. He has been there just plugging away, looking at his winter wildcard. I think he did, that was it. He got a winter wildcard, was like, okay, we got a centre-back version, now we're going to the 90s, and literally 3-4 months later, we finally get a 95. Again, another card that can go up massively. He is going to be a bit expensive, but I think you could make him work. De Jong is another one. I think that's quite an easy one, to be fair. We loved his ultimate birthday. It's just another big upgrade for him. He's got himself the anticipate, the incisive pass, and the technical, coming in at a high price as well. One that I was surprised with was Trossard. I know he's a 5-5. He's got himself a decent amount of playstyle pluses with obviously some very good upgrades. It's gone from his 89 and I suppose the 81 as well. It's a decent upgrade across the board. Don't know if I'd quite go S plus for him. I think for me it would be him and Undav into that lovely S category. Kvaratskhelia, finally, that's another one actually that had a team of the season moments. We finally got a bigger upgrade for him. He's got himself looking a lot better, like genuinely a lot better. His pace is already maxed out, which is fine. The only thing that I was kind of annoyed is I like the Rapid Plus personally. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Technical. It works and I can get it to work, but I do like the Rapid more. But it is a nice upgrade for him. 2 across the board, Technical, Incisive, Pinged Pass, coming in a bit expensive, but then also the fact he can upgrade as well could mean he turns himself into an absolute baller. Now, I would say at the moment, I'd go S for him. I think he's got the chance to go up. If he gets to that 96, 97, then we could see kind of a better version of him. But I think right now would keep him moderate. He's kind of just up there at the moment. Lukaku being the final striker that we've got going on, 788,000, which was going to be quite obvious. He's obviously going to be controlled lengthy at this level. 4-5 with press proven, finesse, and also power shot. I think he's going to be an absolute baller of a striker. He, especially with an upgrade, he is going to be absolutely up there in my opinion. And then I think with Sabitzer, he'd come into that very low but moderate S category. Now that is going to be the list for everybody at the moment. Again, they could go up and down. I will do an updated list if we get a week 2, or obviously mini, well, it'd have to be week 2. I wouldn't do one for a mini release. But if there is no more Path to Glories, I'll give an update maybe when all the cards are kind of upgraded past the group stages. Because I think if we do it each week, it's just going to be too much. But let me know down below what you think. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Have you packed any of them? Peace.